Let's bring in Jay Clayton. He's the former SEC chair, CNBC contributor. He joins us on the phone. I so much appreciate, Jay, you being with me. Right. What do you make of this headline in and of itself that this group, FSOC, warns that crypto assets could, quote, pose risks to the stability of the U.S. financial system?
Well, I think Kate did a very nice job of summarizing it. They were responding to a White House request for an outline, an assessment of potential risks. And we have seen some of those risks, come to fruition in the last 6 months, particularly around excess leverage and liquidity transformation and the like. But Kate was right that they very much are identifying potential systemic risks, not systemic risks that they see at the moment.
Sure, of course. What would you do if you were still sitting in the chair as the head of the SEC? What would the regulations look like, if any, frankly, around crypto assets?
Well, let me say this. I think that it's very good that the FSOC is getting together. Crypto assets or digital assets span the jurisdiction of many groups. And what we're seeing is them getting in the room and saying, where is this in your arena? Where is that in my arena? Where do we need additional guidance or legislation? That I think is the first step. In terms of what I say would be low-hanging fruit, bringing this technology into our traditional financial system, I do think a good first step is regulation around stablecoins. And, as you pointed out, we've had some things labeled stablecoins that are anything but. You might want to call them unstable coins. But if you're going to have a digital asset that is truly pegged to the dollar, let's have some regulation around that. It's very prescriptive as to what's not a security and what is truly stable. I think that's a very good first step.
I'm going to make that the last word, and a good one at that. Jay, I so much appreciate your time. Thank you.
Look, our agency is an agency that oversees this basic bargain. When a group of entrepreneurs is raising money from the public and the public's anticipating a profit, they need disclosure, full, fair, and truthful disclosure. And that's the core bargain in our capital markets. You get to take the risk, but the person raising money or the persons raising money has to disclose various information to you. That seems how our capital markets work best. The SEC is very good at this, and that's what we do. And the case law is clear on this. The law is clear. I believe, based on the facts and circumstances, most of these tokens are securities.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have Jay Clayton speaking about regulating stablecoins. And we see all the major regulators speaking about regulating stablecoins and CBDCs. Now it's FSOC calls out the risks of stablecoins. And Jay Clayton says, yes, we need regulation. But guys, wasn't he in charge of the SEC? And that's the reason why he resigned. So the NWO can play the Hegelian dialectic, but on his way out, he started the Ripple SEC case. It was all part of the plan. Nothing but a movie. And speaking of the movie, we have the SEC current chair, Gary Genser, again, saying that most of these tokens are securities, but still have yet to protect the retail investor. And we know 99.5% of these cryptos are headed to zero. And we know they're working on that great event to make that happen. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, because he knows, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Help us understand why you brought this case and why you settled it.
Thank you, Andrew. It's good to be with you. Look, Congress passed a law many decades ago called the Securities Act, and it was to protect the public. And part of that law said that if you tout a stock, you need to disclose not only that you're getting paid, but also the amount, so the source and the nature of those payments. And so this was to protect the public when folks, and this law was passed in the 1930s. We've brought these types of cases over the decades, but even in the last 5 years with regard to crypto, it's really important that the public understand if somebody is touting a crypto security token, that are they getting paid and how much are they getting paid? And we brought a case a number of years ago, I think 4 years ago against Floyd Mayweather, against DJ Khalid, Steve Seagal, an actor, and others over the years. So this is, unfortunately, it's another time that we brought a case.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.